Hello viewers, in this learning dialogue, let us see the anatomy of spinal cord. Before we start anatomy of spinal cord, we must recollect or recall our knowledge about the basic nervous system. The nervous system is made of nerve tissue, and the nerve tissue consists of neurons and neuroglia. Neurons conduct impulse and neuroglia support the neurons. The neurons consist of cell body and processes. The cell body is non-myelinated and appears grey in color. Of the processes, dendrites are non-myelinated. They also appear grey, while the axons are myelinated, and myelin being white in color, the axons appear white. So they constitute the white matter of the nervous system. The nervous system consists of two parts, basically: the central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. The central nervous system is consisting of brain and spinal cord. The brain gives rise to the cranial nerves, and the spinal nerves are attached to the spinal cord. Now that the central nervous system is made up of brain and spinal cord, the brain is present inside the cranial cavity. Now here is a reflection spot. Now where is the spinal cord, and how will you define the spinal cord? Pause this video, write down your answer. Once you are done with your answer, you can resume the video. Now that you are done with your answer, you must have written that the spinal cord lies in the vertebral column or vertebral canal. Yes, the spinal cord occupies the upper two-thirds of the vertebral canal. It extends from the foramen magnum or the upper border of atlas vertebra, which is the first cervical vertebra, to the lower border of first lumbar vertebra or the upper border of the second lumbar vertebra in adults, and in newborn the lower end may extend up to the L3 vertebra. The spinal cord is surrounded by the meninges, dura, arachnoid and pia maters, and in the subarachnoid space there is CSF, which is continuous with the cerebral CSF. The spinal cord externally is cylindrical in shape with two enlargements. Its lower end is called as conus medullaris, and below the conus medullaris there is what is called as filum terminale. The spinal cord is cylindrical in shape. Its antero-posterior diameter is less than the transverse diameter. There is an anterior median fissure and posterior median sulcus. There are two enlargements in the cervical region. There is cervical enlargement in the region of fourth cervical spinal segment to the first thoracic spinal segment. This region gives attachment to the spinal nerves forming brachial plexus. Similarly, in the lumbar region, there is lumbar enlargement corresponding to the first lumbar spinal segment to the third sacral spinal segment, L1 to S3, that give rise to lumbar plexus. The nerves L1 to S3 give rise to lumbar plexus that supply the lower limbs. Now, below the lumbar enlargement, the lower part of or lower end of the spinal cord is conical in shape and it is called as conus medullaris. It extends up to the lower border of L1 vertebra or the upper border of L2 vertebra. Below this conus medullaris, and from this conus medullaris to the first coccygeal segment, the filum terminale extends, and this filum terminale is made of two rudimentary coccygeal nerves, that is coccygeal 2 and coccygeal 3 nerves with pia mater. It's about 20 centimeters long. In its upper 15 centimeters, the filum terminale lies within the dura mater up to the level of S2 vertebra, and it is called as filum terminale internum. Below the level of S2 to the first coccygeal segment, the filum terminale is outside the dura mater for about 5 centimeters, and it is called as filum terminale externum. So now friends, in this learning dialogue, we saw the external features of spinal cord with respect to the fissures, enlargements, conus medullaris and filum terminale. In the next learning dialogue, we will see the internal structure of the spinal cord. Thank you.